By now, I think everyone has heard of Attack on Titan. You know, the anime in which humanity bands together to attack titans while also hiding behind giant walls. But have you ever heard of a more current and popular attack on Gen Z? If you don't have any remote idea of what I'm talking about, please keep going outside. It's really good for you. But it's not like I have any idea why old people are waging a whole generational war against Gen Z either. Relax, okay, expired people? For the average millennial and Gen X on TikTok who take things way too seriously, Gen Z poking fun at their cringe humor and minding their own business for literally everything else seems to be the breaking point. And Eminem. I can't forget about their god, Eminem. Anyone who dares to attack Eminem on any millennials or Gen X's watch will be met with a super alpha assembly where they will force you to watch them play bingo and complain about the future generations who they raised. I guess all the beef started with millennials getting butthurt a few years back because Gen Z tried to cancel Eminem. So in response, millennials wrote multiple diss tracks against Gen Z because it was just really that serious to them.
What? Gen Z's trying to what? Cancel Eminem. Gen Z's trying to cancel Eminem? Honey, that's cute.
You know, that's really cool and all, but when did Gen Z ever try to cancel Eminem? Maybe it's because I'm a stupid, dumb, rich, tall, and handsome Gen Z, but when did we ever do that? I'm waiting for an answer. Oh, right. Yeah, I see. But I can't really hear you, millennials, over the gibberish modern day rap I'm currently listening to. The gibberish is actually a hypnosis spell, so that's why the entirety of Gen Z wear middle parts and baggy pants and say, Among Us, Rizzy, Rizzy.
You're null and void, dear. I'm afraid your opinion don't matter here, because one day you'll grow up and see how everyone went and forgot about Z.
Fellow Gen Zs, are we a ball-shaped, extremely dense area of iron that is located about 1,800 miles beneath the Earth's crust? Or are we normal people? If I go outside and every generation before and after me isn't bowing down to me and laying out the red carpet wherever my feet touch, I'm going to blow up this toilet. Because what do you mean I'm not the center of the world? I frankly don't care about my generation being forgotten, and I think most people don't either. It's not like the Earth is still going to be around 20 years from now. Eventually, this one-sided imaginary millennial beef with Gen Z branched out from idolizing Eminem to emphasizing that millennials are way better than Gen Z.
You're really trying to make fun of millennials when your generation doesn't even know proper sentences? I'm Riz. I'm Riz. Like for real. Cap that. Go. On God. This is what on God.
Right, because those words are definitely not slang, and we definitely use cap that in every conversation we can. In fact, if you listen to an average Gen Z conversation, it will sound like this. On God, on Riz, Among Us, red sauce. Yep, on God. For real. Cap that.
And then this thing with what is this?
Is she doing the whoa? Or do I need to call 911 to report a seizure patient? I genuinely cannot understand what she is referencing by doing this.
Things millennials grew up with that would send Gen Z into a coma. Not having GPS on our phones. So that meant when we needed directions to go somewhere, we actually had to get to a computer, go to mapquest.com, print out the directions, and then hope our friend was able to dictate those directions to us in a safe way on our way to wherever we were going, which is usually we weren't going anywhere good.
As the CEO of Gen Z, I am sorry that technological development exists. What the hell? I'm sorry that you had to use paper maps and are still using paper maps instead of Google Maps, you berry gathering and leaf wearing cave woman. She's making it sound like right as the clock struck 12 on New Year's Eve in 1995, a catastrophic meteorite event hit the Earth and paper maps were just completely eradicated. I'm kind of certain that none of that happened because the calendar doesn't have a massive gap between 1995 and 1996, which must mean that the older Gen Zs still used paper maps back then.
The Bluetooth device is ready to pair.
Next is flip phones. Like, our phone's literally bent in half. And then when we hung up, we just snapped the phone in half.
Holy shit, millennials used to have flip phones, guys. Like, they snapped the phone in half. I guess with all this millennial and Gen Z beef, Gen X felt left out, so they started to jump on the hate train too.
A call out to Gen X. I need your help, guys. Some shit's going down. We can't talk about it. And we can't talk about it afterwards. But some people are gonna get fucking hurt. You feel me? Are you in?
I don't really have anything to say about this TikTok because my mouth is already so full of vomit. But why is he doing that? We can't talk about it. We can't talk about it afterwards.
Oh my God!
After hearing their fellow people call, what seems like the entirety of the nursing home residents on TikTok started showing themselves.
Gen X rise.
I don't know who in their right mind created this filter, because it is very unfortunate that the Gen X flag that's all over her face right now only makes me think of the Confederate flag. No one in the comments mentioned anything about it for some reason, but that's literally all I can think about when I watch this TikTok. And I don't mean any offense either, but she looks like she would have been alive when the surrender of Appomattox was happening.
Gen X, we are the middle children of history, raised on promises and lies.
I'm pretty sure that Gen X is not the middle child of history. Otherwise, you would be called Gen MN, Gen Montana or something, which you are not. And I'm also pretty sure that every generation ever was raised on promises and lies. Like, what do you mean my dad isn't coming back? Take off that makeup, you're being so silly.
You see, we were not delicate flowers like your generation. So we were totally capable of going everywhere. Walking, on bikes, and even roller skates. And hoo-hoo, some of us skateboards. I don't understand why that generation is bragging about being incapable of doing anything by themselves or on their own.
Sometimes I wonder if the X in Gen X is supposed to mean that they exist just to exist. And the thing they have in their head is just a thing they have in their head. Plenty of Gen Z's bike, skateboard, and walk alone, but, you know, learning from the mistakes of past generations, our parents are more careful because they don't want us to get kidnapped or killed. If being safe is what makes me a
delicate flower,
then I'll gladly be a tulip. Or a poppy. Millennials started joining in on the assembly too for some reason. I guess it's because the wall they were arguing against eventually merged with Gen X's wall. But what I don't get is how they can record something so fucking corny without losing any sleep at night. What the hell is putting on a hat and sunglasses and then rubbing your hands together deviously like a third-rate villain? Or smirking at the camera supposed to do? Am I supposed to cower back into my mom's uterus? Quite a bit of time has passed since these TikToks were posted, and I still don't see any news about a mass breakout of the nursery home. So I'm just going to assume that they either got lost while trying to navigate the way using their paper maps, or the horses they were traveling with were just too slow. Much like millennials, it seems like Gen X is also stuck on meat riding Eminem until the end, especially after he released a song that I guess was meant to be an attack against Gen Z. The song is obviously copyrighted, but do not worry, because Chan the Marvelous Musical Seal is here. After listening to the song twice, I will now replicate it based on what I remember from my brain that is indoctrinated by gibberish rap for your enjoyment. Alright, here, drink this. What's this? Drink it. What are you trying to do? Cancel us. Fuck blind people. And deaf people suck. Fuck crippled people. Quadrileptic shit. Martha. Christopher Columbus. Drink this shit. Whoa, 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 whoa. Stop it. Well, I don't remember. Trying to cancel me? Gen Z me, bruh? Listen up, little pussy. When you gonna realize we need each other?
The Bluetooth device is ready to pair.
If all of this wasn't enough drama for you, Gen X and Millennials suddenly started infighting. So, you know, that's really great. Millennials are genuinely losing it. Their dementia is taking over. Why are they throwing up gang signs? And why am I gonna sit here and decipher them? Okay, so the M must stand for millennials. So then these 4 fingers probably stand for 4. Unless I've been writing W wrong my entire life and this is actually how it's written. And finally these 2 fingers. No, this can't be. Millennials for League of Legends.